Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Horror to Me. If you love honest horror movie reviews without all the sugarcoating, just subscribe to Talk Horror to Me. I post 3 new horror reviews every day. Today, we are going to be talking about the movie that proves something I always say. Sometimes the scariest horror movies aren't about ghosts, demons, or monsters. Sometimes the scariest thing in the world is another person. Today I'm reviewing 1991's Cape Fear, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Robert De Niro, Nick Nolte, Jessica Lange, and Juliette Lewis. And I'm giving this movie, of course, a solid 10 out of 10. This movie is classified as a psychological thriller, but I honestly think it belongs in the horror conversation because what makes Cape Fear terrifying is that the villain isn't some supernatural creature. He's impossible. He's not impossible. He's not a fantasy. He's a human being, and that makes him even more scarier because the idea of someone becoming completely obsessed with destroying your life is a real fear. And Robert De Niro as Max Cady was terrifying. He didn't need a mask. He didn't need special effects. He didn't need some giant weapon. He was psycho. He was very intelligent. He's patient, and he was obsessed. And that's what makes him one of the most memorable villains ever to be put on screen. So let's talk about Cape Fear. And before we get into it, there are going to be spoilers ahead. So if you haven't watched it, head on over to Tubi and check it out. It's free with ads. Before I get into my full review, I want to show you all the trailer for Cape Fear.
Hi, Dad. You look tired.
Oh, thanks. I needed that. Shh.
Hola.
This town is so very nice, and everything's just so very, very nice. See, somebody's out there.
What's your connection with this fella? I was his lawyer. But you shackled him somehow, right?
And what was he in prison for?
No, really? What did you do? Have you been following me? It's a small town. Every way you turn, I guess we're going to run each other.
Dad, you should have just punched him out. Yeah, you know how to fight fair. Do you do that for a living?
This guy, he threatened you? He's clever. So that the law can't touch him. You have a daughter around 16?
16? What?
Now, come out wherever you are.
Go to the hell off my property!
You, sir, will be hearing from the ethics committee.
We got this freaking psychopath in our faces. I mean, who knows what's true and what isn't?
I'm just losing my mind here. I called the vet, and then he died.
I told you not to let him out.
I didn't let him out! Let him out!
It would be unethical of me to advise the citizen to take the law into his own hands.
You thought about me last night, didn't you? Listen, ladies.
Hello?
I think we're alone now.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Black Forest. Maybe I'm a big bad wolf. Do you mind if I put my arm around you?
Now, I know I'm about to sound like a psycho. I know I am, but I think Robert De Niro is so handsome in this movie. I think he's so attractive in this movie. And I think it's because I think Robert De Niro, when he was younger, I always thought he was attractive. But in this movie, I guess him playing a crazy person, I guess I'm attracted to crazy because he's very, very violent. and that's not a good thing. So this movie follows Sam Bowden, and played by Nick Nolte, and Sam is a successful lawyer living a comfortable life with his wife Leah and his daughter Danielle. From the outside, he has the perfect life, the lawyer, loving family, but beneath everything, Sam is hiding something. Years earlier, Sam defended a man named Max Cady. Max was convicted of a violent crime and sent to prison, but before the trial ended, Sam made a choice that Max never forgot. So, after spending 14 years in prison, Max Cady was released, and the first thing he does is find Sam. Now, this is where the movie immediately grabs you because Mac doesn't come back angry or screaming. He doesn't show up with a weapon. He doesn't immediately attack. No. He calmly walks back into Sam's life. And honestly, that's much more scarier. Um, because this man has been sitting in prison for 14 years thinking about his revenge. He had time to read, he had time to study, he had time to plan. He's very patient. And Robert De Niro's performance as Max Cady was masterful, in my opinion. He was intelligent, he was educated, he understood the law. After spending 14 years in prison, he decided to read up about the law. And the scary thing about Max is that he knows exactly how far he can push things. He knows how to threaten someone without technically breaking the law. He knows how to make people uncomfortable, and he enjoys watching Sam become afraid. He knows how to manipulate people, put it that way. Um, so the biggest thing that I loved about Cape Fear is that Max doesn't attack Sam physically. He attacks him mentally. He wants Sam to feel powerless. He wants him to constantly look over his shoulder. He wants him to question whether his family is safe. And honestly, that's the worst villain. So Sam's secret. This is what Sam's secret is. So what makes the story interesting is that Sam isn't completely innocent. And that's what separates this movie from a simple revenge story. Sam did something that Max believed ruined his life. During Max's original trial, Sam withheld information that could have helped Max's defense. Sam believed Max was guilty, and maybe he was, but from Max's perspective, he stole 14 years of his life, and that belief fuels his obsession. So Max starts stalking his family, killing the family dog, killing the family helper maid and stuff. Comes into Danielle's life. He starts manipulating his family and stuff, and uh, starts basically messing with his mental. And Sam tries to fight back. He tries to protect his family. He contacts the police. He goes the legal way. And that's not exactly saving him. So what they decide to do is have a final confrontation. So eventually Sam has to stop running, and they get into a battle. Sam and Max Cady. And Max is completely insane. This man is insane. And Robert De Niro played insane perfectly well. He knew what he was doing. Martin Scorsese did an amazing job creating tension between everything. Everything. He did a masterful job. I don't know why I said Tom, but a masterful job. So, is Cape Fear? People keep questioning, is Cape Fear a horror movie? It's a thriller. Some people say it's a thriller, not horror. But honestly, I disagree. Fear is the foundation of horror, and this movie creates fear, in my opinion. I gave it a 10 out of 10. The acting, amazing. The villain, unforgettable. The tension, incredible. The story, perfect. Robert De Niro delivers one of the best villain performances I've ever seen in movie history, in my opinion. He did amazing as Max Cady. He actually gave me nightmares. That's how well he did as Max Cady. So, yeah, with that being said, I guess I rambled on too much. I'm over 10 minutes. So, with that being said, have you all watched Cape Fear? If you haven't, watch it, check it out, and then come back and comment in the comment section. I would love to know your thoughts. Tell me your rating in the comment section. And subscribe because we have 3 more horror movie reviews coming your way. Bye. See you next time on Talk Horror to Me.